Hello everyone, Froe here. Welcome back to our world. We've been in this world for almost 4 years. And we still haven't finished the coastline of our lake here. I mean, really, take a look around. Everywhere you see, for the most part, as long as you're looking at the coast, is completed. Looks beautiful, it's got nice detail. You can tell we put a lot of thought and effort into everything around here. Then you look over here, and it's just plain. So let's change that today.
2 hours later.
All right, so I've done a lot of building, and let's take a look. It's, honestly not going to look... Oh, there goes my axe. Not going to look a whole lot different from kind of a distance here. Yeah, you can tell there's like a little bit more foliage and some grass and maybe some more details. If we zoom in, you can definitely tell a difference. But the background over there is still really plain. I think that's kind of holding us back. That said, over here, I did upgrade these paths a bit. So used to not be a fence here, or these light posts, or the plants. And I think it looks pretty good. Also, I foliaged up the coastline on down here a little bit too. And then I added some trees over here where all the paths kind of intersect. This whole area used to be just a field basically for our prize animals. And it still is, but I don't really use that data pack anymore. It gave all of our animals like unique stats. And, it was cool and fun to mess around with at the time. But, we never really used it. So yeah, here we got some bushes in the middle. Nice little decorations. We got I think, no-name bird here. And this one is Toa. And we got So over there somewhere. So that's kind of cool. And this path just kind of continues on to the barn on the hill. And yeah, that path goes that direction. So nothing really spectacular to check out over there. Going on this way, this is really the new portion of the path. All this has just been upgraded. This is really new, and it's pretty basic for the most part. We have some plants, flowers, and some lampposts, and then just basically a dirt path. Trodden path, I guess. Right, we got a little dock, which I think is neat. Get into our boat pretty easily. Man, I do like that view. Obviously, that building needs to be upgraded, finished a little bit. You can kind of see some exposed redstone. But yeah, the view of the island from this little perspective is really nice. Even over there. Even though you can definitely tell, like those are old buildings and those are newer. You can kind of see the change in style over the years here. And eventually we're going to have a path kind of branch off this way. I think this one will be like a gravel normal path like we have in other places in the island. And then trotting up here we have a fish. Fish named Gordo. I saw this in another video. The person's YouTube channel is Douglas Gordo. And I thought, hey, that's pretty cool. You just drop a fish into, or if you just waterlog a chest with a fish in the bucket, this is kind of what you get. Looks pretty neat. So there we go. And then, yeah, that's the end of the trail here. All this has been around for quite some time now. So yeah, overall, pretty exciting that we have a path that goes all the way around the lake now. Almost 4 years into the making. I think the next step from here is I want to start tweaking kind of the way this looks. I think we could probably keep the overhang, but I think there's definitely some room for improvement there. But I'm going to work on that a little bit and then get back to you. And 1 second for you is several hours for me. Let's take a look at what we've done. While we were working on that, I managed to capture a zombie villager here. So we're going to go ahead and cure him. There you go. And we're also going to name him Adrian Titus, because that's kind of a cool sounding name in my opinion. And let's check out the progress we've made over here on the cliff side. Looks a lot better, I think. We shaved it back by quite a lot, probably like 5 or 6 blocks, because it used to extend out to here. And now it's a lot closer to the building there. Overall, just, more natural looking, so I like that. And I also lowered this portion here. I'm thinking what we're going to do is put a field of something here. And there's going to be like a path kind of going, weaving through it. And then another field of something up here. Just kind of looks like, we should have plants or something here. And then while I was building, it kind of just came out that, it looks like there's a good spot to build something up here. I think actually what I'm going to do is raise this even more. Kind of want this to be maybe 3 blocks taller than it currently is. How would that look? Yeah, something like that. And then similarly, when I was building this path a couple days ago now, I noticed there'd be a good spot to build a building over here. So that's kind of, I don't really plan out where I'm going to build my builds until I put paths in or whatever. And then just kind of wherever spot kind of sticks out to me. In this case, it was up elevated a little bit, overlooking a path. I try to build all my builds kind of having a overlook, for the most part at least. And, a nice natural flat area. So 2 more building spots. I think already I know what I want to build here. I want to build a deep storage unit for grass, because we have quite a lot of that now. So like a shulker storage unit. But yeah, I'm thinking we'll do lilacs for our field. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to look. How do I turn this on? One more? All right, there we go. But yeah, we'll do some kind of pattern with the lilacs and make it look like we're trying to farm them or something over there. I think they're pretty nice. This is definitely my favorite 2-high flower. And I think it'll look pretty neat from across the lake. I've been having a lot of fun doing just small little projects like this. We've gotten more paths built and the fields are finished, so let's take a look at them. So first of all, bird's eye view. Looks pretty good. Pretty simple design, just have flowers in the middle and then some leaf blocks kind of surrounding it. Same for over here. I do think this side looks better just because you have fields on both sides. Right, or I guess like all 3 sides, so it feels like the path is well surrounded. And I think it makes a cool effect when you're walking through it too. This is kind of what it's like. Just, I don't know, I guess the word I would describe it as cozy feeling and unique for our world, which is saying something. We do have several kilometers of paths now built. I don't know if I could say several kilometers, but I feel like several kilometers is pretty accurate. And also I worked on building this middle portion up. It's like 3 blocks higher than it was. And I think our next step is we're going to work on the shulker box deep storage unit. Kind of my goal is we want to be able to store shulker boxes full of grass here. And I want to have a display with glowstone lamps that tells us or kind of helps indicate how much grass we have. And I don't really know, I don't really know how I'm going to do the redstone yet. That's always the fun part, is the problem solving. And I've learned my lesson over the years. I used to build my buildings, get them all looking pretty, then start working on the redstone, which was its own little challenge. It was kind of fun to do, actually, try to fit everything in without changing the actual structure. Kind of, it reminds me of like renovating a house kind of deal. But it's so much easier to build the redstone first, so that's what I did this time. And I think it's okay. The light display is one portion that I'm not 100% happy with. I wanted to have like 9 lights or more, but just doesn't, I just don't know redstone well enough maybe, but it just doesn't work with the space we have and the way we want to set it up. So we have 4 instead, and that's good enough. And it's a pretty basic system. You come over here, you drop items into the floor, and then you come stand over here and you get shulker boxes. And so we dropped 5 stones. We have 5 shulker boxes. And to return them into the system, you just plop them over here. And then you'll see in a moment here, yep, the lights turn on to indicate that we've gone up in the number of shulkers we have in the system. So pretty easy. Similarly, right here, you can pick up your items that you dropped in there. So pretty cool. Step 1 is done. The redstone is finished. And step 2 then is building a building. I kind of have like an outline made here. So I think this is 9 blocks wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then this is like 15, 16. That's what I thought. Yeah. So it's an odd number by an even number, which I normally don't do even numbers when building. But because we have a chest here, and chests are always 2 blocks, I wanted it perfectly centered like that. So that's kind of why we went that route. We have to have trapdoors in the floor somehow, just because of the way I have this set up. So that's one thing to consider. Not ideal. But it adds a challenge. So that's our next step, is to start building the building here. And I don't really know where to start. Well, I figured I should probably give you a bit of an update on where we're at on our new building here. So let's get a distance view first of all. So it's a nice addition to the skyline. Kind of fills in that area, makes it look less barren like we kind of talked about in the beginning of the episode. And if we fly closer here, I'd say it's, pretty close to done. I'd say it's like 75% there. We just got to do some detailing. So this is kind of what it looks like. And as we kind of look around on the sides, we went with a sandstone kind of facade or exterior, matching some of our newer buildings. And then it does coincide with our original style of the island. So I think it fits in pretty nicely. Over here, we have like a little entryway that looks pretty nice. We could probably put some plants here or something as decoration. Huge, nice room. Good views all around, which I kind of appreciate. And then you enter the actual building itself, and it looks like this. Right. No detailing done yet, and I still have to finish the roof, I think. But otherwise, yeah, we got all the redstone to kind of fit nicely. Just realized I forgot to do one line of trapdoors here. And we got plenty of windows, which allow for cool views. So overall, I think it's a pretty nice little build. I think it'll complete this side of the island and make it look a little bit better. Yeah, now that we have some detailing done, I want to kind of show you what I would consider the finished build at this point. So starting with the outside, we basically just have, well, first of all, I made the cliffs a little bit larger so that the foundation of the building looks correct. And I added some leaves and just basic foliage kind of around the island. Or sorry, the structure there, not island. And I built this cool little staircase going up. I think it looks really nice. We have a little vantage point right here. So eventually, once we kind of build out this way, we'll have some cool scenery. And going on up. Not a whole lot of details in this entryway, but on the inside here, again, not a whole lot either, but a little bit more. Wanted to keep it pretty basic. We could probably add a little bit more, like we have some shelves here that we should fill in. But besides that, I have filled it up with grass. So we have enough grass to fill up 2 lights worth. If we throw some sticks in the ground here, we'll get some shulker boxes over here filled with grass, just like that. So with that, I would consider step 2 complete, which is finishing the build here and getting it functional. So step 3 then is filling up the supply of grass we have. We have it half full, roughly. It's not exactly 1-to-1. One light doesn't necessarily correspond with a quarter full or not. But yeah, so our next step here is going to be to collect a bunch of grass together. And by together, I mean all alone because I didn't record anything. But let's check out the results here. I still have to finish the path here, going kind of towards, our new build. Wow, that looks good. At least I think so. Hopefully you do too. And yeah, this is the finished result. So all the lights are on. We got plenty of shulker boxes in there. The way it works then is pretty simple. You just drop these in the floor. So I think we dropped 3 or 4 of them. And you just stand over here and you pick them up. And then if you want to get those items that you dropped, you just stand over here and you'll get them as well. So pretty easy little design there. Did I get them all? I feel like I lost some spruce. Ooh, let's try that again. Okay, so we dropped 2. We got 2 shulker boxes, and then over here. Oh, they're dropping over there. Ah, okay. So this might need to be a full block. Yeah, I tested it some more, and it turns out it is happening to the shulker boxes too. So we're just gonna take this water out of there and replace this block and that block with a full block. Just something simple for now. We'll do the same thing over here. Let's see, we want to keep this water to make our lives easy. And we'll replace this block and that one with a full block. And there we go. And come over here. And... oh, we need water in our bucket first. Now it should work 100% of the time and we should have no worries. All right, let's give it a little bit of a test here. Drop some items in. We dropped 2 of them and we got, I believe, 2 shulker boxes. Let's just double check to confirm. We'll drop 3 blocks in. Got 3 shulker boxes and 3 pieces of wood again. Sweet. All right, so it's working. I'm pretty sure it's going to work 100% of the time now. So I'm going to consider that done. And I'm feeling a little lazy with the flooring, but that'll work. They stand out a bit, but oh well, they function and that's all that matters. So here we go. Finished build. Looks pretty good in my opinion. Took some time to do it. Got a lot of grass. A lot of grass. A lot. So that's going to hold us off for quite a while. Let's just take a peek over here and see. So obviously we've done quite a lot of the island. But, you know, as we move over here, it's quite apparent that we have quite a lot more to go. You know, this isn't even the main island over here, and we still have to do all of this. And then flying this direction, we get to the actual main island, and it's clear as day we have quite a project ahead of us. But that's all right, because this is our forever world, so we can spend as much time as we want doing this. And that's it, folks. We're going to call it here for today. I'm exhausted. I've had a long day. And this has been an episode a couple of weeks in the making here. Why am I glitching out so much? Yeah, there we go. It's a little bit better. So I hope you enjoyed it. And, you know, I've been really enjoying Minecraft again. Just little things that, like, you know, for a while there, kind of just... you know, I guess it's a little bit hard to explain, but just kind of zapped my motivation. I'm finding it enjoyable again, like decorating and planning out a build and doing redstone. It's been just kind of enjoyable, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it as well. It's a pretty cool little build. I hope you liked it. Let me know. Give me some feedback down below if you have anything you think I should add or do differently. And I appreciate you watching, so thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one.